Nuphy.io, plug it in. You don't need to register, you don't need to download anything. It is a web app. Go to Nuphy.io. They suggest you use Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. So I have to plug it in, and you can go here, or you could just bookmark this. This is also where you'll find all of the firmware updates. These are the Nuphy.io updates, and then this is the firmware for the specific node. You can download a desktop app version if you go into the settings, and here we can see it, we're clearly on the Mac layout. If I were to toggle in the back to Windows, you would see it goes to M2 Windows. And so once I was struggling with my keyboard, is actually because I accidentally had toggled that to Mac. All of the RGB lights, you can adjust brightness, you can adjust speed, and you can adjust the color. Go into the lighting effect, and here you can visualize. As I click on things, it changes on the physical keyboard. And it also shows you a little bit of a preview as well. You can see that there's speed and brightness and all of the different color options to custom colors in Nuphy.io. Here, when you cycle through different colors, they're preset colors. You can also do that on the keyboard itself, not having to go in Nuphy.io. Function left to change your patterns. And then you can also see it happening here. And you can adjust function up to change the brightness, and then it flashes when you reach each end. There's only 4 settings that you can choose. You can adjust the color with the right. If I want to change the speed, it's function this, left and right. Woo! Party mode. And then you have your side light setting. They call it side light, but it is this top piece. There are 4 different options: time, static, breathe, rhythm. Rhythm is your typing speed. Similar settings, function M, holding it, left arrow will change the pattern of that sidebar. Up will change the brightness, down will change the brightness, right will change the color, but that's irrelevant here, but it's still showing you the color change there, which is pretty cool. Then you can also change the speed. 4 different speeds you could choose from. Mode setting, it's not very much here. So this one I almost feel like it should be elsewhere. Macro, key bindings, advanced functions are similar. Tap dance, say I wanted A, create new key. You could have this have different functionalities when you press it once, when you double click it, and when you press and hold, and then you can change the hold time. That's really cool. However, you can't program any of these to work with macros. Not yet anyway. So if it's something you want, ask them about it. You can choose from basic functionalities, media functionality, RGB, Nuphy specific lights that you have on your keyboard, and then other special items. Key binding, where all of your keys are programmed. You want A to be A, you wanted A to be Z. I could just drag that here, and now this is the letter Z. Let's say I am in my notepad. See, since I changed this to Z, when I press it, it's now Z because I have set it Z. Obviously, that's not how you would use that. You can change different functionalities, but that is where I put the battery level. That's how I programmed it. Down here and search for battery, then I just dragged it to here. This previously was insert. So now when I press that, it shows me my battery, which as a reminder is FN / by default. If I click on FN function, this is where you're gonna do a lot of adjustments on your lighting, whether it's this backlighting or this glow. What's set in by default, I like it, I'm not gonna change that. If you hover over everything, you can see all of the different settings. And then if you press FN and then M, which is right here, and you hold it, it's like Inception, you go 1 layer deeper. This is where you control this top bar. You can switch modes, you could decrease brightness, lightness, all of this, increase the speed. By default, this knob was the volume button. I have dedicated volume buttons that I'm used to pressing. I found it much more useful to change the brightness level. You don't need to use macros for this one. I went to key binding and I went here, and it knows that it's a knob. And if you go into settings, just to be sure, it is registered as a knob instead of a button, but when I changed it from a button to a knob, it automatically knows because there's a different sensor in there. So if you click here, see now it's registered to volume up. But if I go to brightness, start typing brightness, I think it's decrease brightness, and drag it here. When I go down, it changes the brightness, go here, increases the brightness, and then clicking changes the pattern. Type in RGB, for example, and then if you hover, it will give you all of the various options. Now, this makes adjusting my brightness and changing the pattern so much easier. It wasn't that much work before. It was FN, down, up, and then left arrow, but this is just so much more seamless to have a dedicated button. Feels like a better use. This top bar here is where you would adjust various things. You can swipe. Default is to adjust the volume, but there are multiple layers of function keys. So if you hold function, you can swipe and adjust different things. Like in this case, the default is adjusting the brightness of your display. What I will do is adjust brightness. If I go into here, so I will increase RGB brightness here and decrease RGB brightness. And so now my swipe, ooh, yes, that makes sense to me. Now, if you go to macro, you have 32 macros that you can program. Macros are essentially shortcuts that are memorized. So there's two different ways to attach macros to buttons. You can bind multiple. This by default was print screen, save to desktop in the selected area. I changed this so that now when I press it and then I paste, I now have the selected area that I just screenshotted, but it saves to my clipboard. Record a macro is you click start recording. And in this case, I would do Control, Command, Shift 4, and then just lift everything, click stop. This is your macro. It's not assigned to any keys yet. If there's an order that you respect the order and that you do lift up, I delete it, I X them in some instances. And then I ended up in a forever loop and I couldn't get out of it and it just messed up and I had to reboot my computer. That you can see that it also saves all of the time intervals. I don't care about the specific timing that I did between these keys. I can just do default interval 10 milliseconds, which is plenty enough. So it's super, super quick. So now I can assign this macro. You can't name them yet. I'm hoping that they add that eventually. All of the macros and all of the settings save into the keyboards. Everything gets stored and saved in the keyboard. So the next time that you go on Nuphy.io, you can see all your settings.